Hello, everyone. Welcome to our BGA Demo Day. Very happy to have you today. Actually, this is, I think, the most exciting day we have because it's always fun to have a demo day. And the main purpose, you know, that now the main purpose of our demo day is to let our BGA members, our speakers, to speak about their services, to go through very deeply on their services, on the platform, on the game, and different aspects of the game. And the third part of it is that each hand of the each speak will have the opportunity to ask a question to the audience, and you will have to answer it. And the correct answer we have will have the opportunity to win something, a reward or an NFT, depending on the project that we have today. So very exciting about it. The first speakers, without any further ado, let's get into it. The first speaker will be from Rensa Games. Anthony, if you're ready, the stage is yours.
Thank you very much, Flav. Good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, depending on where you are in the world. I am currently in Austin, Texas for the Consensus and Decentral events. Hope to see some of you there. So I am Anthony Apollo, CEO and co-founder of Rensa Games. We're building a video game distribution and development platform, all based on Ethereum blockchain. So what I'd like to share with you today is what we call our publish, purchase, play demonstration. For where we are today, think of us as Steam for Web3. If you have a completed game, you have completed assets, you can come to the Rensa Games platform, upload them, tokenize the licenses to play your games, sell them through our marketplace, and every time your game sells, you get paid in real time, as does any of your collaborators. And we'll walk through that process this morning. So I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. There's a couple of windows you'll be seeing in the background here, which we'll go through in a moment. But for now, you should be seeing our Rensa Games homepage. One quick note, this is our staging site when we do these demos, just to keep them kind of quick. But we are live. If you go to rensa.games right now, we've been live since March 31st. You can go ahead and play games that have been created by independent developers using either Matic, ETH, or a credit card, and see how it all works live and in person. But for now, we'll do a quick demonstration. So we are on the Rensa Games website. You can see that we've got a couple of games here on our little ticker. If you were to scroll down, you can head to our game store if you're a player. You can see a couple of things listed here. But also, what we want to show you this morning is the actual publish flow to start. So I'll click Build on Rensa. And again, I'll have an opportunity to either sell assets or publish a game. So I'll click Publish a Game to initiate this flow. Before I do anything else, I will connect my MetaMask wallet. So with Web3 login, no emails, passwords. I don't want any of your personal data. Your 0x123, that's all we need. The first item to input into our flow here is the studio. For now, it's defaults as Rensa Games, but we want to make sure we highlight the studios doing the work. So we will have your name there if that's you. I'll click Next, and then I'll upload a game file. So I'll go ahead and pull these out of this folder here. The game files at this point could be Unity, could be QUDO, anything that exports into a WebGL file. So I will go ahead and pull in Token Torch as a zip file here. I'll click Next. This is where I'll pull in some cover art for our asset, which will be here. And then I will name the game. This is Token Torch. I'll add a little description. It's on fire. And I will add some other metadata, including action, genre, some tags like 2D, pixel art. This is a retro kind of game. It's part of a collection. This is all metadata that will be indexed on IPFS so that there's easier searchability and developers can see what kind of games are popular, what games maybe haven't been made before. We want to make all this data open to the people creating on our platform. Another interesting component here is the license count. If you wanted this to be something that's scarce, you wanted this to be 1 copy or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, you can do that. If you wanted this to be 10 billion, you can do that too. It doesn't really matter for us. We want to leave this to the devs to figure out for themselves. But for now, let's call this 888 licenses. We have a rating system. This will be for everybody. And then one of the things we'll allow you to do is create your own 3D cartridge. So a lot of people talk about NFTs. They have these kind of mental models of 3D assets, JPEGs. We try to make something a bit more in line with that. So we create cartridges for you. In time, this will be kind of customizable. For now, I will bring in one that we've created behind the scenes here. So again, this is for Token Torch. You'll see what that looks like in just a minute. Again, there are different ways to kind of customize it, colors and accents and backgrounds. That'll be live in just a little bit. So let's kind of select a few. This is not a special, it is a special edition because today is a BGA demo. So we're gonna go ahead and click that box. And this is really the crux of what I wanted to show. So if you're a game developer and you're uploading your game on our platform, this is where you name your price, but you could also name all your contributors. So to keep the math easy, we will say the price today is 1 ETH. This is going to be a pretty expensive game, but it is that limited BGA demo collection. So I think it makes sense. The connected wallet is the wallet I'm currently hooked up with, ending in B146. That's me. Rensa Games, this is us. This is our wallet. We take a 10% transaction fee. That's how we keep the lights on here. But that is also 2/3 lower than the industry standard, much more in line with something like Itch than with Steam or any other platforms. Again, the key thing I want to do here is start adding contributors. So let's say, Flav, you are one of our lead engineers. You're RG Alpha Test 1. I'm going to go grab your public address here, add you as a contributor. Because of all the work you did, you're going to get 20% of the revenues every time this game sells. Let's say Lewis did the music for us. He's going to go and grab his address, and he's going to get 10%. And then Jacques was a voice actor for us, did a couple of lines. He'll get 1%. Cool. I'm going to go ahead and hit publish, let this kind of work its magic. I'll walk through a couple more things as this is happening. So you can see the metadata is going to IPFS. We're now saving the actual assets to a cloud right now. And then what's going to happen is MetaMask will pop up. I will put it in Gorilla mode and confirm to make sure that goes through quick. And we kind of just monitor the transaction. This will spin for a moment. So what we're doing behind the scenes now is minting 2 different token types. One is called a game owner token that will go into my wallet as the connected wallet, essentially marking me as the owner of this IP. And that allows me to do things like airdrops, other kind of customized features by holding that. We're also minting those 888 game license tokens that'll go ahead and live in our marketplace. So once this transaction is done, which should be another couple of seconds, I can head to the marketplace. That game will show up there, and I can go purchase it then and there. When that happens, we'll see all those revenue shares happening in real time as well. So let's see what's going on with this guy. Looks like that may have already finished. So if we were to go to the block explorer, yes, 29 seconds ago. So our game owner token is now minted. The game license tokens are now minted. Those should be on our storefront. And I will go there. Well, we redirect you there, but it might just take an extra second. I'm on the clock. We got to go. So if I was to go here, again, to our storefront where you can see any of these games, click on them, find the details. You can do high scores. I'll find Token Torch, which you just uploaded. You can see my description. It's on fire. It's from Rensa Games Studios. You see all the tags that I put there. And again, I could buy it for that 1 ETH price. Now, again, on our live platform, we do have the ability to purchase credit cards, which is excellent for staging. We will just go ahead and I will switch wallets real quick, just so you can see that kind of how things are flowing. Cool. And we'll go ahead and buy this. Need to sign our EULA real quick. We want to make sure the legalese is all there. Again, we will put this in Gorilla mode to make sure this transaction gets done. I've got 90 seconds left. We're hustling. And then this transaction is started. So once this is done, we'll have the Etherscan address pop up here. So you can see the actual transaction go through. The site will refresh. And where we now have, your purchase is pending and it said 1 ETH before, it'll just say play game. In that capacity, we've created very lightweight digital rights management. You have a token, we check for it, you can launch a game. If you don't, you can't. While that is spinning, I could show you a couple cool things, like spinning this cartridge around. That will, these are, again, our NFTs. If you go to OpenSea, sometimes these will show up. Sometimes you'll see the cover art. But yeah, we can zoom in and kind of play around there. And again, the goal is for us to kind of build that out. Okay, so transaction's now done. Show you the boring stuff first. This is exciting to me because this is our creators getting paid in real time. You can see that my wallet, ending in 504B, initiated this transaction. Hit our smart contract, that 1 Ether was transferred to it. And then all of that payment, I'll zoom in a little bit for you. All of this payment was divided up between all those addresses. So Flav, this is your 20% right here. That went to yours. Our 10% for our musician, our 1% for our voice actor, our 1% for Rensa Games, and the rest of it went to that creator wallet, that connected wallet. So if I go back to the page, as you saw, you can now play game. I'll click this quickly. We'll launch a game that was made in Unity. These are all kind of demo games that we made. These are all crypto-themed mini games. Think of like crypto WarioWare. essentially games that'll get quicker. You play them with WASD, they'll get quicker and quicker as you win or lose. And again, these are just small for now, but we are working with developers to put bigger and better things on the platform as we go. So I will quickly just tag out of this because I'm right at about that 10-minute mark. I want to make sure I hand it back to Flav. I think we got some questions coming in, and then I will hand the baton off.
No, thanks a lot, Anthony. Actually, it's pretty interesting and to show the whole process of everything you have on the platform. And so I guess the kind of token that you have, it's to access and to play the game. And do you have an idea of putting some tokens as a game for going in a specific levels of the game, hidden level of the game? Is it something you have in mind as well?
You are getting on some very interesting functionality we'd love to build over time. Okay. Especially because we're currently launching things through WebGL. There are some storage considerations there about how big games can be. I think I'll put it this way. I think it'd be very interesting if we did something like a game jam where that was kind of the functionality you want to see built out, and unlocking a token will unlock the next level. And I've got a whole soapbox and a rant to get on about how I think a lot of games can start using kind of blockchain functionality as story elements and kind of integrating both of them.
Exactly.
But I'll save that for when I'm not going to be taking up people's time when I go into that rant.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. Again, thanks a lot for the presentations. And I don't know if you have any question in the audience. Feel free to ask to Apollo and for the Rensa Games. And do you have your question to address to the audience, Apollo?
Yes. So the question to the audience here is, what percentage of fee does Rensa Games take on its transactions? Because we're less than the industry standard. So I think, and then there's another question here. So that's the one that I wanted to ask, but there's a question coming my way about how many games are currently available on the Rensa Games marketplace. So when we launched on March 31, we had about a dozen different, again, crypto-themed mini games that we created with a group of external developers. We packaged those up into some collections on Ethereum, and that the individual mini games are also available on Polygon. Going forward, I think most of what we do will be on Polygon. It's very efficient. It's very cheap to distribute all those payments. If we do collectibles, they'll be on Ethereum. For now, the focus for us is certainly just getting things on Polygon. We are a Polygon Studios partner.
Okay, great. I think we'll let some times to the audience to answer the questions. And yeah, thanks again for the presentations.
Pleasure.
Was so interesting to have that. And yeah, for the next one, let me check in the meantime the others. Yeah, I think, Jack, are you ready to take out the stage?
Yeah, for sure.
Hope you're doing well. Let me know if you share the screen, and if you want me to share it as
well. I think I'm sharing screen right now.
So. Okay.
Just in case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the question in the comments, so we can give the audience a little more time to think about the right answer. Let us know in the comments, as Fabian was saying, and get the chance to win a prize. So I'm going to add it to the comments just so you have it with you and think about the right answer.
Great. Thanks, Luis.
Awesome. Thank you. And again, thanks me for inviting me back to BGA. I really want to say that I appreciate being part of the BGA Alliance, meeting these great projects. And we really talking to some BGA members to start working together and building together. Especially in this market, it's great to see that there are still a lot of great projects sticking around, building through the bear market, and gives me a lot of excitement. So I'm Jack. I'm from Ramp. I'm the Chief Metaverse Officer at Ramp. I oversee the gaming and business and metaverse strategy. So what we do is very simple. We are an infrastructure that allows your application to start accepting fiat payments from the users. We do crypto to fiat flow for your applications. We have a number of great partners in the blockchain gaming space. So one of them is Axie Infinity, which you can see here. We're integrated in the Ronin wallet. So if you have at all interacted with Axie Infinity and you purchase any Ronin assets, you probably have encountered our service before. So when you hit purchase Axie, that triggers up our widget. As you can see, I'm currently in Portugal and Axie is not available Portugal, but that's how our widget will work. Our widget is integrated directly into the application. So the idea behind this is that if you're building a blockchain game, you don't want your users who are most likely interacting with your application to have fun. You don't want to send them to exchanges. You don't want to have them running back and forth between exchanges in your application. You just want that service to work. You want to allow your users to use the payment method of their choice to be able to quickly and easily onboard onto your application. So that's what we do. So as I mentioned before, Axie Infinity is one of our great partners, but also have many other great partners like DeFi Kingdom. This is actually one of my favorite integrations because it weaves us into the lore of the game. So as you can see here, this is the DeFi Kingdom map. And if you want to access Ramp, you actually go to the dock and you talk to the dock master. And the Ramp is weave into the lore as one of the services the dock master offers as you first arrive onto DeFi Kingdom. So if you talk to dock master, you can see here, buy Ramp, buy one on Ramp. So again, this is just to make it very much easier for users, especially in a game like DeFi Kingdom, where they seek to gamify the DeFi experience. DeFi could be very complex sometimes, very intimidating for a lot of players that are just entering into the blockchain space. And blockchain games are great because they sort of simplify those experience. But that is sort of nullified if the user then have to go to exchange and purchase assets and move back to the wallet before they can interact with the application. With this integration, your users could interact directly with your game by using Ramp as a fiat on Ramp. There's two more partners I'll highlight, and I'll promise I'll get to the demo. We also integrated into Pegasus, which is another one of our great gaming partners. So if I could connect here. Can switch network. Awesome. So right here as well, if you want to buy any horses or you want to interact with the marketplace, you could just purchase crypto card, and that brings you directly to our website. They have a different integration where they link out to our main website. This is something that you can also do. So we have many different integration options. The easiest one is just linking out to a main website with the information already pre-filled. So you can see here, the main currency that Pegasus uses is USDC, and they have limited options here, but we offer many other assets, but this is just to make sure that you could guide your user through that user experience seamlessly. If I hit proceed here, you can see some information already pre-filled, which assets I want, which cars I want. And depending on where you are at the moment, if you're in the US, we might ask you to choose your state of residency. I'm not going to purchase €100 of USDC at the moment. I'm sure that would come in handy one of these days, but for today, I'm going to leave it at that. Lastly, just as sort of a, we talk a lot about blockchain games, but Ramp and gaming is a key part of our focus. But Ramp also serves many other partners, including wallet partners, DeFi partners. If you are either incorporating those elements into your application, or you're thinking about, making use of a third-party wallet service, you're not looking to provide your own wallet service, we also have a lot of great partners in this space. So for our DeFi partners, we have projects like Bog Finance, where again, through the interface, you could purchase your assets directly to do swapping. This is an integration we call the overlay integration. So this is a little bit, in my personal opinion, I like this a little bit better because it keeps the user within your application. And again, it helps with the conversion rate, much better with the conversion rate. Also, if you are just launching a game and maybe your audience is a little bit price sensitive, what you could do is work with us to offer 0 fees for your users. And that's a promotion we're currently running with Block Finance, where this is the fee we usually charge end users. But now, through our partnership with them, we're offering their users a 0 fee experience. There is no fee to integrators at all. Our business model is to take a cut from the transaction fee conducted by the end user. So if you are interested in our service, there's no fee to you, only if you are interested, again, in offering your users, interested in covering the fees of your users. And lastly, as I mentioned before, We are working with many service providers. So we have recently worked with Token Pocket to integrate into their wallet. So here is a nice little video of what that flow looks like on mobile. So I went a lot on and on about our desktop integrations, but we also work very well on mobile, and the process is quite seamless. We also conduct KYC processes. We handle chargeback, so that's not something you have to worry about if you are if your compliance is on your agenda. So that's all. Yeah. What else? Oh, I just want to mention we have a fantastic partnership announcement recently. We're now partnered with Brave. So if you're a Brave browser user, update your browser, and if you go to the Brave wallet, you'll be able to see Ramp, and you'll be able to use Ramp to top up BAT tokens, top up Ethereum, and many more assets to come in the future. So that's Ramp.
Yeah. Awesome. Thanks a lot, Jack. Thanks a lot for the for all the presentations. Actually, what kind of process do you advise for any blockchain games who want to ramp up to their systems through your tools? Is it a one-to-one conversation at first with your personal how to contact you?
Yeah, you could contact me just at jax@ram.network. I should have an end screen with my name blasted over it, but it's just Jack, JACQUES @ram.network. Just send me email. I'll connect you with one of our sales representative or just take you on directly.
Okay.
I have bias towards BGA members, so if you're a BGA member, I'll be sure to take care of you. Yeah, and also, Ram, we are mostly a service platform, but we do do a lot of partnerships. So if you're interested in getting connected with any one of our partners, we'll be happy to sort of make those connections as well.
Okay. And just by curiosity about DeFi Kingdoms, we talked about that with Ed Cheng from Avalanche, and they switched to Avalanche with their games. Did you have any? Did it change anything from your side, or you didn't have to do anything? It's just an integration in the game.
We are in conversation with DeFi Kingdom to support their launch on the subnet. Because that is a whole different blockchain. So we're actually working very closely with Avalabs and specifically because a lot of games are rolling out on Avalanche, and each game is running their own blockchain. So there's a little bit more of a technical lift to supporting these blockchain game specific chains, but again, we're fully committed onto the gaming ecosystem. So we're just working with them to make that happen. Also, a lot of games come on layer 2. Layer 2 is a big part of focus as well. So if you're building a game on ETM layer 2, I'm sure we got you covered.
Awesome. Thanks for the answer. Do you remember your question for the audience?
I do. So yeah, just a little bit of research for everybody. I want to ask if the audience knows which payment methods Ramp currently support, and I'll just ask additional hint on that is it's more than you think. So that's the question.
Awesome. Yeah. Luis, I think you are perfect.
Yeah.
Do you want to take care about the first question and the first answer if you want, because I know that we got answer from for the Rensa Games question.
Yes, actually, there are a couple of people who tried to guess them right. So Apollo, let us know if they were correct.
Yes.
And what's the price?
Yes. So we have two different correct answers because we ended up asking two different questions. One ended up being how many games are on the Rensa Games platform, which is 14. And Sergio, you got that correct first. And then I also asked a little ad hoc here what our fee was, because I want to highlight how much more value we give the creators than the current platforms. That answer is indeed 10%. So Israel, you got that one correct first as well. So I think we will be sending some game tokens your way so you can get your hands on and play those yourselves.
Okay, cool. Nice. So, but what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna send you a link on the comment section. So Israel and Sergio, please fill out this form so you can claim your prize. And yeah, and thank you for participating and congratulations for winning, the both of you. It wasn't planned to be two prizes, but that two prizes is always good news.
We're feeling generous over here.
Exactly. Awesome. So in the meantime, also remember that we have Ram's question. I'm going to add it to the comments as well, so you can have a little more time to think about the right answer while the next presenter presents their project.
Great. Thanks a lot. So I think we're going to move on, yes, for the next project before collecting all the answer for ramp. Jim, if you're ready to take on and to take the stage.
Hello, thank you. So hello, thank you for inviting us here. It's a great opportunity in listening to those wonderful projects. So I would like to share my screen first. So my name is Jem, and I'm one of the founders at Fanica. Fanica is a mobile game and NFT game development studio based in Istanbul, founded by experienced tech veterans. We are a group of individuals specialized in game design and software development, working in the industry for more than 20 years. We are a team that has produced software projects on a wide range of topics and want to carry this experience to the next level with blockchain and NFT technologies. Right now, we are working on our NFT racing game called Top Race in partnership with UGC as investment, marketing, and blockchain partner. UGC, Ultimate Game Changer, delivers know-how, connections, investor relations, and blockchain technology to support all around. Top Race NFT is a play-to-earn car racing game designed to be fun and lucrative. Players can collect car boats, race with them on the various racetracks, and earn reputation and tokens as rewards. Every car board in the game is an NFT in the blockchain and could be tradable. So I will enter the main menu now. So this is a closed alpha version of our game. So this is to give you a taste of our gameplay. Race arenas will be the main section of the Top Race game. In this section, players could search for all the scheduled and completed races. They can participate in scheduled races or watch the replays of completed races as well. Each race listed in this section will have different rules, rewards, and properties, which are racing time frame, racetrack, cardboard rarity, minimum cardboard level, minimum driver level, rewards, special bonuses, and allowed boosters. Drivers could register for scheduled races with their car boats. Drivers have to choose appropriate races with racetracks that are suitable for their car boats. Drivers could run in the registered race during the specified time frame. When the race time frame closes, they could only see the standings and could watch replays of the completed races. There will be many different racetracks available in the Top Race game. Each racetrack will have different properties, shapes, and terrain. Each track will be suitable for different types of car boats and require unique booster strategies to win the races. There will be many races scheduled in the same tracks. This way, drivers could master and become proficient in certain tracks. But due to boosters, every race will be different action and adventure. There are plans to add new features to the racetracks in the releases of the project. Some of them are ability to invest in racetracks, rent at spots, sponsor races, and give special trophies as well. So I will join the New York race, and this section will be covering the car selection part. Car boats, we call them car boats, will be differentiated with their car types. Each car type will have different features and suitable certain racetracks. Street car boats especially designed for racing on drift and street tracks. Racer car boats designed to race on drift and speed tracks. Off-road car boats designed to race on dirt tracks. Drift car boats designed for racing, especially on drift tracks. So following car boat types are planned to be available in the later phases of the game, for example, Formula One or Rally. Every car boat will have a rarity level in top race. Rarity level will affect the properties of each car boat. There are 4 rarity levels in top race, which are common, rare, epic, and legendary. Common car boats can be owned by purchasing bronze loot boxes with coins, and they only earn the coins at the end of the races. Also, these car boats will be non-tradable and locked for any transactions. Car boats of other rated levels acquired using TRG and can earn either TRG or coins depending on the race types and rules. Common car boats won't be NFTs, only rare, epic, and legendary car boats will be NFTs. In Top Race, the game can be played in 2 ways. Players can choose to list the car boats they own in the car park as a car owner, or they can scholarship other drivers who can race with their car boats. Marketplace will be the center of the game economy, of course. We are still working on the marketplace, but I would like to mention it. Marketplace will include following entities that could be purchased or sold: loot boxes and car boats. So from the next part, you can see the boosters selection menu. So I would like to mention about the boosters. Boosters are the tools that allow the drivers to show their tactical and strategic abilities. With boosters, drivers will affect and control the races. Using correct boosters at the right time could let them win the most challenging races. There will be 9 boosters available at the beginning of the top race launch, and each booster will provide different advantages to the car boats in the race. So let me show you the gameplay. Top Race is not a traditional car racing game. Block technologies aside, our key difference is our game technology, which we researched and developed for over a year to build the best experience possible for the players. The key difference of the game is that races run by AI-controlled cars, which are car bots. Car bots will be created as NFTs, and thus each one of them are unique. Each car bot has different properties and AI characteristics, which affects its performance on the racing tracks. Also, each car bot has a number of booster slots, where special boosters can be installed prior to each race. Boosters allows each car bot to either gain special properties or affect the opponent's performance on the track. Players do not drive the car bots. AI will drive them. Players will select the boosters and determine when to use them during the race. This way, they will increase their car boat's chance to win the race. Purpose of the game is to race with car boats and earn in-game coins and TRG as rewards. So right now, I'm leading the race, but someone behind me, maybe I can just oil it and gain some advantage. Now I'm at the last tour. Probably I will win this race. And let me boost. So I can look at other players as they are racing. And they're still following me. So I will try to get rid of this guy again. Yes, I'm successful. Sorry, you can't hear the voice of the game. Oh, there's a crash. Okay. So we started our marketing and community building efforts with Ultimate Game Changer and reached approximately 10,000 users around our social media accounts such as Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. We will do a seed round soon, and if anyone wants to reach me, you can send me an email to cem.kone@farnica.com, and also you can get more details about the game and read the white paper at Top Race.io website. Thank you for listening. I hope I didn't exceed my time.
No, not at all. Thank you very much, Jem, for the gameplay and for showing us. Let me copy. Yeah. For showing us the game. So I guess I understood that if anyone wants to be involved in the community and the game, you urge them to go to the Discord first, right?
Yes.
Okay, great.
It will be better.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have a question for the audience?
Yes, actually, I have. So, what percentage of top race development is finished? Is the question.
Great. So yeah, I guess Luis, we're gonna give some time.
Yeah, I added it on screen. So I think that there are a couple of comments also. Jax, can you check if we have the right answer in the comment section to your question?
Yes, I can confirm that Cole has the right answer indeed.
Cole, this one.
Awesome.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Well, there's a lot of of payment methods that can be used. So, Cole, congratulations for winning. And Jax, what's the prize?
The prize would be a DeFi Kingdom Hero. So get you started in the game right away.
Which is huge, actually.
Yeah, it's just huge. Yes.
Yeah. Okay, awesome. So same as before, I'm gonna send in the comment section a link to a form. So Cole, please make sure to fill it out to claim your prize. And thank you for participating again.
Yeah, man. Thanks again, Luis, for the question. So I repeat the question for the top race NFT, which is what percentage of the top race game has been developed so far? So yeah, you have some minutes to answer the question because we are having the last speaker of the event, which is Giorgio from Blockbusters and QUDO. Giorgio, if you're ready.
Yeah, I'm ready. So I'll start by thanking BGA for inviting us to be on this week BGA. We have been quite regular over the past year, and we really appreciate this opportunity to share what we've been developing. We take this opportunity to showcase a different game every time we are here, and this will be no different. But first, I would like to show you a video to introduce you to our team, and also to let you know a bit more about what QUDO is and also what are our thoughts for the future of QUDO. Let me know if you can hear the video. Awesome.
The gaming industry is huge and gaming is a major part of our lives, but it's not as fun as it should be. Gamers want fun and engaging games, game developers want to create this, but they also have to pay their bills and fill their games with ads and pay-to-win mechanisms. We at QUDO aim to change this.
QUDO is a blockchain-based rewarding mechanism that rewards players and game developers for their in-game actions. Implementing QUDO into games can generate additional income so that game developers can stop bugging players with intrusive ads and paywalls.
Using QUDO's SDK, any game can now connect to the blockchain and benefit from its advantages without any prior blockchain knowledge being required. You can already visit our games portal at games.qudo.io.
We launched an early alpha version of QUDO in 2020, containing our own game, Blocks, to showcase QUDO's technology. The feedback was so great that several games, players, gaming services all around the world have joined QUDO, even before its public launch.
We are now pursuing our goal of becoming the most utilized token within the gaming industry and bring interoperability for NFTs in gaming. Imagine being able to use a weapon, a card, or any other game object as a gaming NFT across other games.
You can also help us by joining our community. Register on the QUDO platform, join our Discord and Telegram channels, and of course, sharing is caring. Help us decentralize the gaming market by letting other people know about QUDO.
We believe that QUDO can become the #1 blockchain platform for the gaming industry. With QUDO, games will be fun and rewarding again.
Well, thank you for watching our video. So it was a brief introduction to what QUDO is, and it basically shows you what is your vision for the future of QUDO. So right now we are a blockchain reward mechanism that enables any casual game that is already developed or is still under development to implement blockchain features. So if I'm a game developer and I've been developing a game and I don't have any idea of how to integrate blockchain feature into my game, I can simply use QUDO because we have just plug and play SDK that can enable a game developer to turn their game into a casual game, into a blockchain game in a matter of 20 minutes. It's quite impressive, but currently it's only available for the Unity engine. We are also bringing compatibility for future engines in the future, but for now we are mainly focused on Unity. But what can they do with QUDO? Why they opt for QUDO instead of other similar options that they have on the blockchain market already? Well, to start, it's really fast and they don't need to have any expertise in blockchain. And they can also not only reward and incentivize their players to play more, not only by rewarding network rewards for the time that their players are playing their game, but they can also reward them for their performance. So the network is already providing code tokens for both game developers and players because of playtime. But myself, if I was a game developer, I can also use the tokens that I've been earning and give them an incentive to have a better performance in my game by giving achievements and high score rewards. And this will make the players play more your game, and it will create a lot of circular economy that if they play more my game, I will also get more tokens. But this is not all. One of the main struggles especially for small studios and indie game developers, is to have the time or even to have the capacity or even team power to bring the game to the next level. And this usually it requires a lot of budget to create a game that they are happy with the result. But with QUDO, since they have a built-in B2B marketplace, any indie game developer can start with a game and then improve that game over time because they can use those QUDO tokens in the B2B marketplace, and it doesn't have to be complex or went to other resources to do this exchange. You just go to the platform, see the services that are currently listed in the platform, and choose which one it needs to improve their game. They can be sound designers, they can be other game developers, they can be 2D and 3D artists to give more art to their game. We have a whole list all currently on our website and in our platform that I'm going to show you a little bit later. And one of the most that indie developers struggle the most is to have their game properly tested. This is quite hard, especially if you're a small studio, because you don't have that many players playing your game and reporting those bugs. But since the QUDO platform has this feature and players are already getting rewarded for playing QUDO during games, they can also be rewarded for reporting bugs to the game developer. So if I'm a game developer and I have a game that's still in alpha or in beta, or even it's already released, but there's a few things that they require tuning, they can enable this bug spotting feature, and game developers and players, will be incentivized to report those bugs instead of just passing by. And this will enable for game developers to have their game properly tested without requiring an external service that cost a lot of money. And as a player, I'll be definitely incentivized to find those bugs because they can add extra rewards. So be more attentive to which bugs and how they can help the game developer. Of course, it's the game developer responsibility to analyze those bugs and to reward accordingly. But let's move on to the players and what they can do with QUDO tokens. So they cannot only get rewarded with QUDO tokens for playing game A, but they can also use those tokens on game B and C. So it doesn't matter if you are playing only one game, you can still use those tokens because it's a cross token for the QUDO ecosystem. They can use in all other games that are on the QUDO ecosystem. And to do this, they don't need to do anything. Even if you are a Web2 user and you don't want to get deep into wallets and creating walleting all the Web3 features, you can go to our platform and will feel like a Web2 platform, but without compromising the Web3 features. So it will have like a soft landing mechanism where players can use QUDO as a normal Web2 platform, but of course there's a limit when the player gets used to using QUDO, and then they can see, okay, I'm getting these tokens. Okay, I can now opt to assume control of my wallet, and then I can start managing my own wallets by getting my keys. But this will not be upfront, so the player has the ability to get to know QUDO before actually creating a wallet, which is something that most Web2 users struggle when they go to the Web3 platforms. And they can also use those QUDO tokens to do in-app unlocks, so they don't need to use fiat money like PayPal or in credit cards to do the in-app unlocks in certain games, because game developers can list their assets or their products of like a sword, like a weapon, wherever, like an extra level, wherever they can list those products as with QUDO instead of fiat. So the player will be more incentivized, they'll have more purchasing power to do those in-app unlocks. Without further, I'm going to show the platform. This is the point of view of a game developer. So even if you're a game developer, you are also a player. So you can see my activities as a game developer. I've been playing Theaters, Flying Rider, and playing blocks. You can and you can also add your own games. This is our account. They were blockbusters. We developed one game of the 25 games that we currently add on the platform. And as a game developer, you can set up the description of your game, manage the balance, see the rewards, create achievements and ask for rewards, create your own products, see the bugs that the players have been reporting. As you can see, we have a few reports of players that have been reporting bugs in our game, and we can manage and reward them accordingly, and also help us to improve the game and make it more bug-free. Here are the services. So currently we have a lot of services on our platform. As a game developer, I have a lot of services gaming services that I can use to improve my game. As you can see, you have a 2D artist, we have website development, we have 3D modeling, we have development Unity. There's a lot of gaming services here that game developers can definitely use. Now, you have also your wallet. In this case, the game developer account has already migrated his account, so it's not managed by QUDO. They have their own key. So if I wanted to send QUDO tokens, for example, I will need to link into one of these third-party wallets like Anchor and Scatter that use Telos. And we are currently on a Telos testnet, so they need to be compatible with Telos testnet. Once we go to the mainnet, there will be other wallets like Wombat, for example, or Squirrel, that are also compatible with Telos. Now, let me show you one of the games to have a general view of how QUDO acts inside the game. Keep in mind that we have 25 games and we only develop one of those games. So we have game developers that got to know QUDO from various ways, like for gaming events like Pocket Gamer Connect, even from BGA. They got to know us from, let me just put the sound a little bit lower. They got to know our project and decided to join us even before our public launch. Right now, we just ended the seed round. We are now moving to the private sale, where the private sale will start as soon as we release the QUDO white paper, which will be in the next few weeks. So I'll definitely incentivize you to join our Discord and Telegram, because you'll be the first ones to know and to get on board as soon as possible. Just give you a few examples. Let me show you this game is called Frostblight. So you raise a kid who needs to survive the longest as possible. So I need to grab a few snowballs. And you'll start, I need to shoot without getting hit. Oops. And there's a few rounds. I just need to collect these flasks, and I can use them to buy equipment to last longer in fights. I think with 16 I cannot buy anything, but let's check. So I can buy a scarf, a backpack, even shovel, and even a blast board to run faster. Yeah, but I currently don't have this. So the main point of the game is to last longer, and hope it's a really good opportunity to implement achievements and high scores, because the more you last, you can use it to incentivize the player to spend too much time playing. So I'm going to die in the second run, just to use an excuse, say that I could last until the end of the game. And that's it. So as you saw, I was playing for a minute or so, and you didn't even feel like I was playing a blockchain game. You maybe you even didn't saw that we have a login button right here. I was already logged in the game, but for a normal player, like a casual player, they will not feel it will feel as intrusive as most blockchain platforms. This is one of the things that we are most proud of the platform. But if you are a crypto enthusiast and you are into QUDO because you want the crypto aspect of the game, you see that you have the login button. You can see your balance. You can see how it is developing. You can see the history of your transactions like a normal blockchain platform. You can see the rewards. In this case, this game doesn't have achievements or scores yet. So if you have, you'll see a full list here. And these are the pending rewards, which are the QUDO tokens that I've been earning for the time that I've been playing. So I can simply press grab, and I can grab the tokens as a reward for the time that I've been playing a QUDO Airdrop game. And you can also check the game. Every game will have this menu. Keep in mind, this is a menu for PC games. Mobile games are slightly different, but they all have the same information. I can also here change my avatar, as I'll get the avatar from games that are already on the platform. But it's basically it. It doesn't have that much complicated. It's not that much complicated, and it can be easily used by everyone, even if they're not familiar with blockchain technology. And it's pretty much it. I invite you guys to check out our platform, to register, especially if you are a game developer. We are about to launch on the mainnet, so it's best that you use and test out our platform before we are actually on the mainnet. If you join us now, you can set up and try out with test tokens and see what is the most monetization model that you can use to your game. But we want first the games to be fun for our community. We see on our community that we want players to play the games because they are fun and not only because they are rewarding. That's why we don't recognize ourselves most on the play to earn aspect. We are more on play and earn because we believe that games should be fun first, and then we can have the rewarding part. But that's not our focus right now. We want first to have good games, and then they can use the QUDO tokens in all the features that they have on the QUDO ecosystem, and also to acquire services, to get products in certain games, and all of these things can do mainly with QUDO, and there is no need to have any external payments per se.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Thanks again, Giorgio. So I know that you're pretty familiar with the exercise. So could you tell us the question you have for the audience?
Sure. So the question is, how can a player be rewarded with QUDO? So there are many ways that the player can be rewarded, and want the winner to name at least the ones he found out. The ones who get the answer more accurate will win.
Awesome. So we are going to put the question to everyone. So you won't have so much time because we're coming to the end. But I know that Luis, you wanted to come back to the previous question. I think we had a question from the winner for the RAM presentation. It was about the wallet. Actually, the answer of that is you need a Harmony address to provide the Harmony address to the form. And for the other question from Jem, and I think we got some answers. I don't know if Jem, you're able to see the different answers yourself on the chats and you pick a winner.
Yeah, actually, there is no correct answer, but BGA is the closest. So we are at around 60% right now.
Okay, BJack around 70. So
Around
60.
70.
Yeah,
This
60
one.
was a great answer. Yeah.
Okay, awesome. So BJack, we're gonna send you a link to a form as well. So make sure to fill it out to claim your prize. And what's the prize? Shem, can you share it with us?
It's one car NFT from the game.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great. So we can see some answers to the question from.
Yeah, I'm seeing a few answers. Let me check which one was more accurate.
Yeah.
I think people got at least the main way of getting rewarded is through playing games. It's actually 4 ways, but I wanted to see which one got more correct. Let me see. Playing games, achievements, and reporting a bug. Okay. At least BJack was the one who was more the answer more accurate. Let's see if anyone mentioned another type of reward.
BJack as well for the second time. So this one you mentioned?
Yeah, this one was the one who was more accurate. The only thing that was missing is, as a player, you can also stake your QUDO tokens, and then you'll give you more network rewards. So you can also stake.
Yeah. Okay. Great. What do you think, Luis? I think we can pick him as well.
Yeah, no worries. I mean, it happens. It happens. So BJack, today was a good day for you. I just sent you the link to the form. So now make sure to claim your 2 prizes using this form. And congratulations for a double win for sure. And
yeah, congratulations.
Okay. So are there any other questions, Flavian, that you see in the comments?
No, and we are coming to the end. So actually, thanks a lot for all the speakers. I'm gonna turn on the thanks a lot for the speakers for your introduction for the different presentations. Having fun, seeing all the different things you wanted to show. Actually, for next week we will have a panel with some BGA members building games or NFT marketplaces or any blockchain game platform on Tezos to understand better the platform, the blockchain as well. So it's going to be very interesting. Apollo, wish you the best for what's happening in Austin right now in Consensus. And I know that we're going to see very, very soon in New York for the NFT New York. So yeah, having fun there.
Thank you. I'm looking forward to meeting you in real life. It'll be a good time.
Yeah, always good. Even with the Web3 project, we're very likely, very happy to see you face to face. So thank you again, and I wish you a very good afternoon, Monday, depending on where you are. Thank you very much.
Thank you. See you.